What if I told you this necklace doesn't really exist in The Lord of the Rings? The necklace, the evenstar, is actually a person. But who? It's actually Arwen. Her name in the Lord of the Rings books is Arwen Undamiel, which translates to the evening star or the even star. She's called this by her people because of her striking resemblance to Luthien, who she is of the same line of. But she does have a necklace, and it does have a gem in it. She just doesn't give it to Aragorn, and she doesn't give it to their son, Eldarion. She gives it to someone else, to Frodo Baggins. And the reason why is told to you in The Return of the King. Because after Arwen shows up and, gets married to Aragorn, they're sitting next to a fountain speaking to one another, for only for Frodo to approach them, and for Aragorn to say, I know what you'll ask. You're looking to leave. And Frodo's like, yeah, I gotta go back to the Shire, but I also want to see Bilbo. I miss him more than anything. Because Bilbo's in Rivendell. He didn't show up with everyone who showed up from Rivendell and Lothlorien because he's obviously too old, which Arwen points out. She's like, yo, when you destroyed that ring, it didn't just impact you and everyone else, it impacted Bilbo. He had that thing longer than anyone else, and thus his age is finally catching up with him. But Arwen offers something as a gift to Frodo because Aragorn even says it. He's like, I don't know what to get you for your deeds. You don't want anything, and also there's like nothing great enough to really, compensate you for that. But Arwen says to him, like, hey, I'm of the line of Luthien, and I get the choice to be elf or man. I'm going to choose to be of the race of men because I've married Aragorn, but I give you my place at the Great Havens to go to the Undying Lands because you may, suffer pain and hurt here, and it is only there that you could find relief. I also give you this necklace with a gem in it because you're going to face darkness before then, and this thing could bring you comfort. And he does take it. And after that, he goes off and rides with Aragorn and Arwen in a huge company. And they go to Rohan, where they have the funeral of Theoden, and also Faramir and Eowyn get married. They ride off to Isengard, and of course, they go their separate ways finally. But something does occur later on. When they finally reach the Fords of Bruinen, around October 6th, I believe it is, around the time that Frodo actually was wounded by the Morgul knife. And it's there that Frodo confirms exactly what Arwen was talking about to Gandalf. He talks about how he's been hurt by knife, how he's been hurt by tooth, by sting, and by burden. And that, like, this pain is all over him, this darkness over him. But he ends up being fine the next day. But it's something that keeps coming back. And it's one of the main reasons why he chooses to leave. He's just become so much bigger than everything going on in the Shire, where Sam finds relief there. He's suffered so much over this time, where his soul is literally being eaten by this one ring to some extent, that he needs to go somewhere where he can finally find peace. And Arwen gives that to him, as well as a necklace. Thus, where the whole point of the Even Star even comes from.